So today we're going to learn about conditional sentences. What is one characteristic of conditional sentences? What do you think? What is one of the characteristics that you can see and you can say, this is a conditional sentence? I want you to check the exercise here. We were here last class, right? Exercise number 4. So what is the characteristic of these conditional sentences?
Or if.
Yes, they start with if, right? Very good. So generally, conditional sentences start with if, but not always, okay? We can start conditional sentences with other expressions too. But something that is a feature of conditional sentences is that we have two parts in conditional sentences, okay? We have the if clause or the condition, and then we have the result of the condition, okay? Entonces, todas las oraciones condicionales tienen estas dos partes. La parte que es la condición, the if clause, and then we have the result, okay? And we have different kind of conditional sentences. We are going to check all of them, but we are going to focus our attention only in two conditional sentences, okay? So we have here the zero conditional. We use a zero conditional when we are talking about facts that are generally true, okay? So we talk about things that are generally true with the zero conditional. And one of the characteristics of this zero conditional is that we use the present simple in the condition, in the if clause, and we use the present simple in the result. Okay, in both parts, we use the present simple. For example, if you stand on the rain, you get wet. Okay, si te paras en la lluvia, te mojas. Entonces, esto es algo verdadero, generalmente verdadero, entonces por eso utilizamos el zero conditional to talk about this, okay? Then we have the other kind of conditional. This is the first conditional. We can use the first conditional when we are talking about possible situations in the future, okay? And the difference between the zero conditional and the first conditional is that we change the result. In the result, we don't use the present simple anymore. We use the future simple, will or won't, plus a verb in the base form. Okay, for example, if you study, you will pass the exam. So this is something that is possible in the future, right? Then we have the second conditional. In the second conditional, we talk about unreal situations in the present or in the future. For example, the difference is that we change the tenses here. In the if clause, in the condition, we use a simple past. And in the result, we use would plus a verb in the base form. Okay? For example, if I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. So this is something imaginary. This is something unreal. Okay? Hypothetical. And then we have the third conditional. We can use this for imaginary situations that didn't happen in the past or happened in the past and we would like to be different. And we can use here the past perfect, would have, and the past participle form of the verb. If I had studied, you would have, if you had studied, you would have passed the exam. Ok, entonces estas son situaciones imaginarias, pero en el pasado. Ok, pero en esta clase nos vamos a enfocar solo en los primeros dos, the zero conditional and the first conditional tense. Ok, so let's start with the zero conditional. So we said that we have a condition and a result in the zero conditional, right? Do you remember the tenses we use in the zero conditional? In the condition?
Present simple.
The present simple, right? Yes, if and the present simple. And what about the result?
Present simple.
Present
The
simple.
present simple también. So we use in both the present simple. Don't forget that we use the zero conditional to talk about things that are generally true. Okay? For example, if I have money, I buy shoes. Okay, so this is something that is generally true. Okay, so as you can see, we use here the present simple in the first part, and we use the present simple in the second part of the sentence too. So, what do you buy if you have money? What can you tell me? What do you buy? Imagine that you have money. So, if you have money, what do you buy? What can you answer?
If I have if I have money, I buy a car.
If I have money, I buy a car. Okay, but always in every situation that you have money, you buy a car?
I buy
Okay,
a Coca-Cola.
a Coca-Cola, yes, this is more real, right? Yes. Yes, anybody else? What do you buy if you have money?
If I have money, I buy ice cream.
Okay, I buy ice cream. Very good. Anybody else? If I have money?
If I have money, I buy Oreos.
Oreos, yes, very good. Cookies, very good. Yes, so this is something that happens, okay, that is generally true, something that happens regularly, okay? And here we have another sentence. I can lend you money if you need, okay? This is another kind of sentence. What do you think is the difference between this sentence here and the first one? What is the difference? What could be the difference between the first example and the second example?
The conditions are after the result.
The condition is after the result, right? So the condition is here in the second part of the sentence. Very good. And the result is in the first part of the sentence. What other differences can you notice? Any other?
The comma.
The comma, right? In the first sentence, we have a comma. In the second sentence, we don't have a comma. So when we place the condition at the beginning, we need to use a comma to separate this condition and result. But when we place the result at the beginning, we don't need to use a comma to separate the condition and the result, okay? So, but we use the present simple and the present simple in both, in these kind of sentences too, okay? So, for example, here I have an idea and it says, who do you ask if you need money? If I, money, I, to lend me some. ¿Cómo podrían completar esta oración? ¿Qué podríamos decir? If I, ¿cómo sería?
Need money.
If I need money, yes, I. ¿Qué verbo ocuparíamos? El verbo está en la pregunta. ¿Qué verbo ocuparíamos?
Ask.
I ask. ¿Quién? ¿A quién le piden? ¿A quién le piden dinero si necesitan? For example, I can say, if I need money, I ask my sister to lend me some. What about you? Who do you ask for money? ¿A quién le prestan dinero cuando ustedes necesitan? Anybody? What about you, Monica? How can you complete the sentence?
If I need money, I ask to my mom to lend me.
Okay, I ask my mom to lend me some. Okay, very good. And you, Fernando?
If I need money, I ask my parents to lend me some.
Okay, very good. Como podemos ver también, también podemos ocupar when. Okay, when I need money, I ask my parents to lend me some. Okay, también podríamos reemplazar este if por when en este tipo de condicional. Okay, very good. So let's go to the next one. Here we have the first conditional. And here we have the two parts, the condition and the result. Do you remember the tenses we need to use for this kind of conditional?
If and present.
In the condition, we use if and the present simple, and in the result,
Only
Will.
present simple.
the present simple,
Will. Future.
Will want.
will,
Want.
and the verb in the base form. Could be want in the negative form here too, right? So this is the future simple, right? Will and a verb in the base form. Yes. Do you remember when we use the first conditional?
Possible situations in the future.
Yes, when we are talking about possible situations, possible things in the future. Okay, very good. So, for example, if the class finishes early today, I will visit you. Okay, so this is something possible because we don't know if the class will finish early today. Okay, so as you can see, we use the simple present here. The class finishes. And in the next part, we use the future simple, will and a verb in the base form. Of course, we can use the negative form here too. What about the question here or the sentence? How can you complete this sentence? If the class finishes early today, what will you do? How can you complete the sentence?
I sleep.
Anybody? If the class finishes early today,
I will play soccer.
I will play soccer. Okay, very good. Anybody else? Any other ideas?
I will sleep.
I will sleep. Very good. Anybody else? I will what? I will go to the cinema. I will go for an ice cream. I will watch TV. Anything. Okay, you can say anything. And then we have here the next question, the next sentence. It says, I will go to the concert if I can afford it. Okay, so as you can see, here we have the result at the beginning with the future simple too, will, and the verb in the base form. And in the second part, we have the simple present, can afford it, right? So I will if I can afford it. What can you say? Si pueden pagarlo, si tienen el dinero para pagar. ¿Cómo podrían completar esta oración?
I will go to the cinema.
I will go to the
If
cinema.
I can afford it.
Afford it. Very good. Any other ideas? I will what? What about you, Sebastián Ávila? How can you complete the sentence?
I'm
You, Cristel, mientras Sebastián piensa en su oración.
I will travel to Oruro if I can afford it.
Okay, very good. Sebastián?
Teacher,
Yes.
esta pregunta, everything that goes up has to go down, es como de la primera ley de física de Newton. ¿También aplica a esto de first conditional?
The zero could be, not the first. Okay, the zero conditional, but not the first, okay?
Zero conditional, everything that goes up has to go down.
Could
¿Está
be.
bien, teacher?
You need to change a little bit
Everything
the sentence.
that
If something goes up, it will, sorry, if something
yes.
goes up, it goes down. Okay?
Okay. Yes, zero conditional. Thanks, teacher.
Okay. So, Sebastián, what is your sentence?
okay. I will travel to Cancun if I can afford it.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions about the conditional, the first and the zero conditional? Any doubts? Okay, let's go to the book. Here you have some rules that you need to complete in exercise number 5. We didn't do this, right? We couldn't do this last class. So let's complete this together. Match sentences in exercise 4A with the structures A to C and functions D to F. When do we use a present tense to talk about the future? Okay, A, if plus the present, the simple present, comma, future with will. Which of the sentences in exercise 4A do you think is this one?
A possible future event.
Okay, but first we need to match these structures with the sentences here in exercise number 4A. So which of these sentences do you think we can match with this first structure?
2.
Number 2, right? Because here we have if, we have the present simple, spent, and then we have will or want in the future, right? Very good. So we can say 2 here. Number sentence B or function B. If plus the present simple, the simple present, comma, the simple present. This is sentence
Number 1.
number 1, right? We have if, see, the simple present, and usually get. Okay, very good. Number 1. And the last one, of course, future time word plus the simple present and future with will. This is sentence 3, right? Este sería nuestro future time word, as soon as. Okay, this is the future time word. Okay, very good. Let's continue. So now we are going to match them with the functions here. Okay, a situation or routine that is generally true. What do you think? Aquí era 2, number 3, number 1, and 3, right? A situation or routine is generally true. Which of these sentences do you think is this? A, B, or C?
B.
B,
B.
right? B, very good. B, sentence B, or function B. Now, then we have the next one. Two connected future events.
C. C.
C, okay, very good. And a possible future event and its result is A, of course, right? Okay, let's continue. In the next part, in the next exercise here, it says, which of the structures in functions 5a are they? In the grammar, then read the grammar box. This is something we did, right? Ya vimos cuáles eran las estructuras que ocupábamos para cada una de las funciones. Entonces vamos a ver el grammar box here. Como pueden ver aquí tenemos el zero conditional when we are talking about routines or situations that are generally true. And then we have the first conditional for possible future events and their results. Okay? Por ejemplo, if it rains, I take an umbrella. Okay? Esto es algo, una rutina o una situación que es generalmente verdad. Y luego acá tenemos algo posible. If it doesn't rain, I will go to the beach tomorrow. Okay? Es algo posible. Dice, in conditional sentences, we can use unless en lugar de decir if not. Por ejemplo, unless it rains, I will go to the beach. ¿Ok? Vamos a marcarlo acá. Aquí tenemos if y tenemos el not, el doesn't, ¿cierto? Pero si no queremos decir if y una oración negativa acá, podemos ocupar unless. ¿Ok? Y significa exactamente lo mismo, si se dan cuenta. ¿Ok? Podemos ocupar if not o podemos ocupar unless. Vamos a hacer otro ejemplo para que sea más claro. ¿Ok? If the class doesn't finish early, ¿qué podríamos decir acá? Si la clase no termina temprano, I will ¿cómo podríamos completarlo? ¿Alguna idea?
I won't go to the cinema.
Okay, I won't go. Very good. If the class doesn't finish early, I won't go to the cinema. Okay. Y aquí tenemos el otro ejemplo con unless. Voy a poner unless. Y la oración tiene que ser afirmativa aquí. Unless the class finishes early, a no ser que la clase termine temprano, I won't go to the cinema. Ok. Entonces, como pueden ver, aquí tenemos la oración negativa con if. Y si no queremos hacerla así, negativa, podemos poner unless y la oración afirmativa. ¿Ok? Es lo mismo que tenemos acá en el ejemplo about the rain. ¿Ok? I want you to tell me your example using something like this. ¿Ok? Traten de pensar en un ejemplo y luego lo vamos a compartir. Okay, please, Nayeli, what is your example?
If I don't finish my homework, I won't go to the party.
Very good. And with unless?
Unless I finishes my homework, I won't go to the party.
Ok. En su oración no ocuparíamos finishes porque su sujeto es I, ¿cierto?
Yes, sí, sí.
Entonces sería
finish.
Very good. Unless I finish my homework, I won't go to the party. Very good. Any other example,
Mi
Sí,
teacher.
teacher. Oh,
please?
well,
Fernando, I guess.
okay. Yeah. Unless my computer doesn't work, I want to do my homework.
No, aquí no ocuparíamos want to, ¿cierto?
Okay.
One more time.
Unless my computer doesn't work, I want
Unless my computer
doesn't work,
doesn't work, I
want do my homework.
A ver, vamos a revisar. Dice, a no ser que mi computadora no sirva, no voy a hacer mi tarea. En lugar de no voy a hacer, I will do my homework. ¿Ok? O sea que voy a hacerla a no ser que mi computadora no sirva. ¿Ok?
Okay, teacher.
Very good. Any other examples? What about you, Cristel? Do you have your sentence?
Yes, teacher. If I don't, it's maybe the same with my classmate, but if I doesn't finish all my homework, I won't go to the beach.
If I don't.
I doesn't. Sorry.
Okay. One more time, please. If I
doesn't finish all my homework,
no. If I don't. Recuerde que ocupamos doesn't porque esta clase es it. Lo mismo acá. The class es it. Por eso ocupamos el verbo para la tercera persona o el auxiliar para la tercera persona. Pero como usted está hablando de I, el auxiliar que ocupamos para I es do or don't. ¿Cierto? Entonces sería if I
don't finish all my homework, I won't go to the beach.
Ok, very good. Creo que me confundí un poco ahorita que me estoy dando en la oración de Fernando. Recordemos que cuando estamos hablando con unless, nuestra oración debe ser afirmativa, ¿cierto? Entonces hay que corregirla ahí un poquito. No recuerdo muy bien si era negativa o afirmativa. Ok.
Teacher,
Yes,
¿me puede
please.
corregir?
Mhm.
Okay, if I don't approve the semester, I won't travel to Cochabamba.
Mhm.
And the other is, unless I approve the semester, I won't travel to Cochabamba.
Very good. Very good. Yes. Okay, let's go to the next one. Future time clauses. Two connected future events. Okay. Aquí tenemos estas expresiones que nos ayudan también a conectar dos eventos. For example, as soon as I get paid, I will pay you back. Okay. I won't eat until you get home tonight. Okay, entonces podríamos ocupar esta expresión también as soon as. Tan pronto como me paguen, yo te voy a devolver el dinero. Okay. Y también esta expresión que es until, I won't eat until you get home tonight. Okay, podríamos ocupar cualquiera de las dos también para este tipo de condicionales. And the last one, it says, in a future time clause, we use the simple present, not will. Por ejemplo, I will do my homework when the movie ends. Ok, no podríamos decir when the movie will end. Ok, entonces aquí está la condición Y acá está el resultado, ¿cierto? Entonces, la condición en el presente simple y el resultado en el futuro perfecto, en el futuro simple, ¿ok? Let's do some exercises so we can practice these conditional tenses, okay? Page 120. 120. As you can see, here we have the examples of zero conditional, first conditional. Aquí tenemos some future time clauses, algunas clauses que podríamos utilizar. We use the simple present, not will, and the base form after words and phrases like when, until, before, after, as soon as, when we are referring to the future. O sea que podemos utilizar todas estas expresiones también para hablar del futuro. ¿Ok? Y cuando utilizamos estas expresiones, utilizamos el presente simple y no utilizamos will con la forma base. ¿Ok? Por ejemplo, I will buy a new phone when, okay, aquí tenemos when, this one stops. Como pueden ver, ocupamos el presente simple. Stops working. Luego acá tenemos otra expresión. She won't call you back until she finishes her homework. Before we go out, we will take a quick shower. We will wash the dishes after we have lunch. Como pueden ver, cuando tenemos estas expresiones, siempre utilizamos el presente simple. I will call you soon as we arrive. ¿Ok? Ocupamos el presente simple en la parte de esta oración que estamos utilizando. When, before, until, after, as soon as. ¿Ok? Let's go to the exercises. Let's do exercise number 1 together, and then you're going to do the others alone, okay? Choose the correct options to complete the sentences, okay? The first one says, you can't come to the party, you are invited. ¿Qué podríamos decir acá? You can't come to the party. No puedes venir a la fiesta si
Unless.
estás invitado. Yes, unless, a no ser que estés invitado. Okay. Number 2, I will call you. I get my test scores.
As soon as.
As soon as, tan pronto como tengan mis notas, mis calificaciones. Number 3, they will cancel the flight. The weather is bad. If the weather is bad. Very good. Number 4, I will get a job. I finished school. When I finish school, right? Number 5, she will stay with us. Summer vacation finishes.
Until.
Okay. Number 6, he will worry. Don't call him. If you don't call him. Okay, very good. ¿Hay alguna de estas oraciones que no hayan entendido? Any of them? Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the next exercise. Number 2. Complete the sentence with the correct form of the verbs in the parentheses. Okay, so don't forget that you need to tell me why you chose that as the correct option. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute so you can complete the exercises, and then we're going to check together. Number one, let's start with Karen, please. How do you complete the first one?
Plants will die if they doesn't get enough water.
Plants will die if they
Doesn't get.
okay. Tell me, Karen, they. ¿Cómo conjugamos el auxiliar do con they?
And they don't get.
They don't, right? Very good. Solo ocupamos
Sorry.
doesn't. No problem. Solo ocupamos doesn't cuando estamos hablando de he, she, or it, ¿cierto? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me, Karen, this is something that happens regularly. Las plantas se mueren si no reciben agua. ¿Es algo que pasa regularmente?
I think it's true.
Yes. So what kind of conditional do we use when we are talking about something that is generally true?
A zero conditional.
The zero conditional, right? So
Yeah.
how can we correct this sentence?
Plants die.
Very good. Plants die if they don't get enough water.
It's dice.
No, because here we have plants. Es como si aquí tuviésemos they también, ¿cierto?
Yeah, sorry.
Very good. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one, what happened here? Okay. The next one is for Nayeli. Number 2, please.
Okay, teacher. If you don't save money now, you won't have enough to go on vacation.
Okay, if you don't save money now, you won't have enough to go on vacation. Very good. Let's go to the next one. Jezarel, please, number 3.
I think I will get some coffee before the meeting starts.
Okay, I think I will get some coffee before the meeting.
Start.
Like this?
Yes.
Tell me, Jezarel, how can we replace the meeting with a personal pronoun? ¿Cómo podemos reemplazar the meeting con un pronombre personal? Anybody?
It.
It. Right? It. The meeting is it. Entonces, como es tercera persona, ¿qué tendríamos que hacer, Jezarel?
Starts.
Starts. Very good. So, what is this? Starts. Very good. The next one, number 4, please, Fernanda. Fernanda? I guess something is wrong with Fernanda's internet connection. Abudinen, please, number 4.
If I will get lost when I am a foreign city, I usually ask someone for directions.
Okay. I usually ask. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. ¿Qué condicional es este, Abudinen? Which, the zero or the first?
The first.
Ok. ¿Qué tenemos aquí en la primera parte? What is this? ¿Qué se llama esto? Esta parte de la oración de la conditional clause. Anybody?
Condition.
This is the condition. Ok. En la parte de la condición, ¿utilizamos will en alguna de las oraciones? No, ¿cierto? Solo podríamos utilizar will en el resultado de la condición, pero nunca en la parte del if. ¿Ok? Entonces, ¿cómo podríamos cambiar esta oración?
I get to lose.
Again, please.
I get to lose.
¿Qué significa get to loss?
Me complica el loss ahí, teacher. No sé cómo.
Get lost. ¿Qué significa get lost? Anybody?
Perderse.
Perderse. Ok, entonces cuando nosotros querramos decir perderse, siempre va acompañado con get. Nunca podemos utilizarlo solamente lost. Entonces, siempre que yo me pierdo, if I get lost, when I am in a foreign country, I usually ask someone for directions. Ok, entonces algo que es regular, que es generalmente verdad. Ok, let's go to sentence number 5. Number 5 is for Camila, please. Number 5.
I will send you a text as soon as Helen arrives.
Okay. I will
Send you
send you
a text as soon as Helen arrives. I don't know. I can't. Arrives.
Ok. Vamos a corregir la pronunciación. ¿Cómo lo pronuncia esto?
Test.
No, usted me está diciendo test. Text.
Text.
Very good. Con X, porque hay una X acá, ¿cierto? Text.
Text.
Y luego arrives. Con S al final,
Arrives.
no con F. Ok. One more time, please. The complete sentence.
I will send you a text as soon as arrives.
As soon, estas dos O se leen como una U. As soon as
As soon as Helen arrives.
arrives. Very good.
Arrive.
Yes. Number 6. Number 6 is for Ayla, please. Number 6.
Okay, teacher. We don't play tennis unless the weather improves.
Okay. One more time. We
Don't play tennis unless the weather improves.
like this.
Yes.
Okay. ¿Qué significa su oración, Sebastián?
Nosotros no jugaremos tenis a pesar que el tiempo improve. I don't know that's meaning.
No jugaremos, dice, o no jugamos.
No jugamos.
Ok. Nosotros no jugamos tenis a no ser que
El tiempo
mejore.
mejore, pues.
Ok. Entonces, ¿esto es una situación habitual o es una situación que usted está diciendo posiblemente va a pasar esto o posiblemente no va a pasar esto?
Posiblemente.
Ok, entonces cuando estamos hablando de possible situations in the future, what do we use?
Will.
Will. Entonces sería
Yes. The weather. We.
Ok, desde el principio. We.
we won't play.
Ujú. No jugaremos, como usted lo dijo en español, ¿cierto? No jugaremos tenis. We won't play tennis unless.
The weather, unless the weather improve.
Ok, the weather. ¿Cómo podríamos reemplazar the weather con un personal pronoun?
It
It. Entonces, ¿cómo sería el verbo acá?
improves.
Improves, right?
Improves.
Very good. Yes, we won't play tennis unless the weather improves, right? Fernando, please, number 8.
7 or 8, teacher?
7, sorry.
Okay. My brother will be excited if his team wins the game tonight.
Very good. Will be excited if his team wins the game tonight. Very good. And the last one, please. Who else is missing here? Mayerly.
Mm, Me confundió un poco esta teacher.
Ok. ¿Qué es lo que le puso? No importa.
Eh, I make dinner after this movie finish.
I make dinner after this movie
Finish.
finish. Ok. Very good. Ok. Quiero que la analice la oración y me diga si esta es una situación regularmente o es algo que posiblemente va a pasar.
Ah, posiblemente.
Ujú. Entonces, cuando estamos hablando de situaciones posibles en el futuro, porque está hablando de que después de que termine la película, ¿cierto? ¿Qué
Ujú.
utilizamos?
Will.
Will. Entonces sería
I will make.
Very good. I will make dinner after this movie.
Finish. Finish.
Okay. This movie, ¿cómo lo reemplazamos? Con un personal pronoun.
It.
It. Ok. Entonces, ¿cómo podríamos hacer este verbo para it? Para la tercera persona.
Finishes.
Very good. Finishes. Ok. Añadimos una S. Finishes. After the movie finishes. Ok. Very good. Any questions about these exercises here?
Me, teacher.
Mhm.
In the number 6, could be we can play tennis unless the weather improves.
Okay. Yes, it could be, pero ya no sería un condicional con lo que estamos aprendiendo hoy, ¿cierto? Ya no utilizaríamos will ni won't en ninguna parte de la oración. Sí puede decirlo, está correcto, no es incorrecto, pero ya no estaríamos utilizando un condicional, ¿cierto? Porque no estarían los tiempos gramaticales. Okay. Any other questions? Let's go to the next exercise, okay? Exercise number 3. Complete the act with the correct form of the verbs in the box. So here we have go. We are going to use have twice, want, not, play, open, be twice, prefer, and not have. Okay, so let's do it together. It says, at Mega Bank, we know that people speaking to a member of the staff if they questions about their account. ¿Qué podríamos decir acá? Como pueden ver, tenemos una oración condicional. ¿Ok? ¿Dónde estaría la oración condicional acá? ¿En qué parte? Can you identify the conditional sentence here? Primero estamos analizando la primera parte, ¿cierto? Hasta aquí. ¿Cuál sería la oración condicional acá?
If they question about the account,
Okay, very good. So here we have the condition, right? The if clause. ¿Cuál sería el resultado? The result.
a mega bank,
Any? Anybody?
They prefer speaking to a member of staff.
People. Okay.
Prefer speaking.
Okay, very good. So, entonces ya tenemos identificado cuál es el resultado y cuál es la condición, ¿cierto? Ahora vamos a elegir los verbos. What is the verb that you choose? Karen says prefer. Do you agree with her?
Yes.
Yes. People prefer speaking to a member of the staff if they have questions about their accounts. Okay, what kind of conditional is this one?
Zero conditional.
De zero conditional. Entonces, esto es algo que pasa regularmente, es algo que es generalmente verdad. Siempre que las personas quieren preguntar sobre sus cuentas, ellos prefieren hablar con un miembro del staff. Okay, let's go to the next one. Aquí era prefer. Here, they, ¿qué era acá? Have, right? Very good. The next one. But we also understand that if people busy lives, they time to busy or call the bank. Let's identify here the conditional sentence. What is the conditional sentence here?
if people busy life,
If people busy lives, and the result is
they tend to visit or call their bank.
Very good. Entonces ya tenemos nuestra oración condicional. So, number 3, what do you think is the verb we need to use here? If people
Have.
If people have, very good, have busy life, they time to visit or call their bank.
Won't have.
So this is a possible situation or is a generally true situation? What do you think?
Possible situation.
It's a possible situation. No, I could say that it's a general true situation. Cuando la gente está ocupada, ellos no tienen tiempo de ir al banco o llamar, ¿cierto? Esto es algo que generalmente pasa, ¿cierto? So, they don't have time to visit or call, right? Let's go to the next one. Sorry. The next one. That's why Megabank has a new chat app. As soon as you the app, cuando tenemos as soon as, ¿qué ocupamos? ¿Qué tiempo gramatical?
Teacher, sorry. Voy a apagar un rato mi cámara.
Okay.
Por favor.
So, what do we use? As soon as?
Will.
Present.
The present simple.
Present.
Recuerden que con las expresiones as soon as, until, what are the other? After, before, all these expressions, we use the simple present, right? As soon as you
Open.
open the app, someone
Will be available.
will be available to chat to you. If you
One,
if you want to know more, number 8, if you want to know more,
Go
go to our website. You a penny to download the app.
Teacher, ¿qué es penny?
Como decir un centavo. A cent.
Don't pay.
Don't pay. You don't pay? Tú no pagas. You won't pay. No pagarás, ¿cierto? You won't pay a penny to download the app if you
Are
a mega bank customer. Very good. Yes. Any questions about this? Any doubts? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the page 41, okay? Page 41. Here we have some exercises, pronunciation